Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Marie and I am a beautiful mess, officially. Here on my channel, I like to do a lot of project panning content, eyeshadow content, and really any other kind of makeup content that I can think of. So if that sounds good to you, sit back, relax, and come on a magical makeup journey with me. Today's episode is going to be my introduction to the Graveyard Project Pan. So if you've never heard of that and want to know what that's all about, if you have heard of that and want to know what products I'm picking and what my goals are going to be, well then sit tight, we're going to jump right into it. So like I said, this episode is going to be my introduction to the Graveyard Project Pan. This project was created by Emily from Emily and Max. So I will link her channel in the description box down below, as well as an introductory video from her so you can get some more information about this project. But basically, this is a project that runs from April 30th all the way to Halloween. So it is a short 6-month project pan. And there are 2 categories within this project that products will fall into. The first one is going to be collecting cobwebs. So just like it sounds, these are going to be items in your makeup collection that you have not touched in quite a while, and you want to break them out and get some use on them. So I'm going to be choosing 3 products for the collecting cobwebs category. And then the second category in this project is resurrection. So these are products that you've had in previous project pans, haven't quite hit your goal on them, and therefore you want to bring them back in and have a second go at them. With this part of the project, I am also going to be bringing 3 products in. So we're going to start with collecting cobwebs first, and let me show you what products I'm going to be bringing in. So the first item that I'm going to be bringing into the collecting cobwebs section of this project is going to be this little palette right here. This is the Tarte Precious Gems Face Palette, which was a holiday palette from a couple years ago. And this is what the palette looks like. So in here you have 5 different blush shades and then 1 bronzer shade right down here. I am very bad at getting use on my face palettes, so when thinking about the products that I wanted to bring into this project, this was the first thing that I thought of. So notoriously, this sits in my drawer and never gets used because often I forget about it. But I was thinking that these would be fantastic shades for spring. And then also this bronzer, I've already started to get some color on my skin. So in the springtime, I think is going to be the best time for me to use this bronzer with my tanning skin tone. So my goal on this is going to be to use each shade in this palette 10 times. I want to show it some love, see if maybe we can wear away some of the embossings on it, and see how far I can get with this product. So right now at the beginning of this project, this whole palette is weighing 162.08 grams. So I will be weighing it each update and see how far we can get. Product number 2 that I selected for the collecting cobwebs section of this project is the very last of my Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Sticks. It's not a stick, it's a gloss, but this one, the shade has come off on it, so I have no idea what the shade name of this is, but the color on this I think is very appropriate for spring. And like I said, this is the last one of these in my collection. It's one of these clicky sticks. Let me do a swatch for you guys. So that is what the shade looks like. I thought this would be a very great product to bring in the springtime as well, seeing as I am very much into these light pink colors for my lips. So my goal on this one is going to be to use it up. I've used up 2 other ones and they actually weren't that hard to use up. So if I focus in on this, then I should be able to get this out of my collection. And that'll be the last of my Tarte Juicy Plump products. The only other one I'll have is a lipstick from them. At the beginning of this project, this product is weighing 15.67 grams. So I'm interested to see, because I don't remember how long it took me to use up the other ones that I had. I could always look back in my notes and see how long it took, but I kind of want to be surprised by it. And the last product that I'm bringing into this section of the project for collecting cobwebs is going to be my Rare Beauty Silky Touch highlighter in the shade Mesmerize. And this is the pinky shade, which I don't really get a lot of use on. And I want to correct that this spring. So let me show you what this looks like. There. I think this would be a very great blush topper for the spring, and that's the way that I've used it in the past, as a blush topper or a pink highlight to kind of meld everything together. But I definitely want to pull this out this spring because I don't even remember the last time that I used this highlighter, and this is a product that does not deserve to be neglected. So my goal on this is just to use this 10 times. And I'll see how far I can get, if I can make a dip or a dent in this product. At the beginning of this product is weighing 45.25 grams. So I'm really interested to see at the end of 10 uses how much weight this will lose. And maybe that'll give me an idea of how long this will actually take to use up eventually. So that was the last product for the collecting cobwebs section of this project. So now I'm going to show you my 3 products for the resurrection section of this project. Again, all of these products have been in project pans before, so I'm interested to bring them back in and see how much more use I can get on them. So the first product that I'm going to be bringing into this part of the project is going to be my Kosas Cloud Set Powder in the shade Comfy. And this was in a project before. One of the reasons why I really want to work on this again is because I have some broken packaging here. But this is what we are working with. If you can see here, I've actually worn down the dome on that. So I think also I can see some rings there. So my goal on this is going to be to use this up because I really despise broken packaging. And to be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of this powder, but a lot of people are. So I kind of want to bring it back out now that my skin is more dry than oily, because the last time I used this was when it was more on the oily side, and see if I like it a little bit better now that my skin is a little bit drier. Right now, at the beginning of this product is weighing 15.81 grams. Let me see if I can get a good swatch for you guys. We'll go down here. So that is what the shade Comfy looks like. As we get more into the summer months, my skin tone will change. So I'm really hoping to get a lot of good use on this before the next update. Hopefully within the next 2 months use this up. That may be a little bit delusional of me, but if need be, I can always pull this out and then bring this back in towards the end of the project when my tan has faded a little bit. So really interested to see what kind of good use I can get on it. Wearing away the dome didn't really tell me any good information because unfortunately I do store my powders upright like this, and for whatever reason, the actual baked portion, the dome portion of this product actually sheared right off. I'm not sure why. If you guys have ever had that before or know why that happens if you store your products upright like that, please let me know in the comments down below, because I would love to know that, because it's not the first time it's happened to products that I've kept stored upright like that. But I was able to use up the piece that sheared off, so this is all that I have left, and I am really hoping to see this exit my collection this year. Product number 2 that I'm bringing into the resurrection section of this project is going to be my REM Kohl eyeliner pencil in the shade Midnight Black. If I can get the cap off. If you can see, the cap is actually starting to split there because I apparently just eviscerate my products. But this is an item that I had in a project before, and as a regular eyeliner on the top of my eyes, it sucks. I'm gonna be just completely honest with you. That's what it looks like there, just a black eyeliner. The reason why it sucks is because it's hard to get it off the pencil. It's a very hard pencil. And I thought it was just because it was a little bit older in my collection, but apparently it's just the way that it's made. I had such a hard time using it that I wasn't getting any progress on it the last time it was in a project, and I just gave up and let it sit in my drawer. And then one day I had an epiphany and tried to use it to tightline my upper lash line. And for whatever reason, it works amazingly for that. Doesn't stay put, but for the first part of my day, I'm able to have a very ultra black upper lash line. So that is the way that I have been using it. So I thought, why not throw it into this project for 6 months and see how far we can get with this, and maybe, just maybe, I can actually use it up this time. Coming into the project, this is weighing 6.32 grams, and I do have a graphic. I did take a picture of where this is sitting line-wise in my notebook, so I will put that up on the screen here. Hopefully Editing Marie will be putting up graphics to show you guys all of the goodness so that we can keep track of where these products were at the beginning of this project. And then the third and final product in this portion of the project is going to be a concealer that I had tried to pan before. And once upon a time, I was having a really hard time trying to find a concealer that would really work for my under eyes. And then I learned a fantastic technique that allowed me to be able to use all of the concealers in my collection without it looking cakey or patchy on my under eyes. So I thought I'd bring this concealer in and give it another go. So this is the NYX Bear With Me Serum Concealer, and this is in the shade Beige. So this is in an airless pump. A lot of people really like this product, and I was like, what's wrong with me? It's a serum concealer. It should be fine on my under eyes. But it did look patchy just like the rest of them did. So I am curious, now that I know this new technique, to see if I can get this one to work on my under eyes. If not, I'm gonna use this to spot conceal and maybe use it as a foundation one of these days. But I really wanna get back to using this and see if I can make it work for me. And if not, see if I can use it up and get it out of my collection in other ways. At the beginning of this project, this is weighing 20.16 grams. So I'm very interested to see how long it's going to take to see some progress on it, and maybe if I can finish it up in 6 months. So those are all the products that I am bringing into this project. I have never participated in this project before, but have always wanted to, just didn't have any space in my panning calendar, and now I feel like that I have the space for it. So I'm really excited to be doing Graveyard Project Pan this year. Updates, I think, are every other month, but I plan on doing monthly updates. Hopefully planning on doing monthly updates so that I can keep you guys updated on where I'm at with these products. And hopefully I can get some of these products rolled out and have some empties in my collection. But let me know in the comments down below, do you guys participate in this project, whether it's here on YouTube, over on Instagram, TikTok, or just for yourselves? If you do, let a girl know so I can hop on over to wherever you're doing this and cheer you on. But that's everything that I have for you today. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. You know I always love when you do. Don't forget, if you like what you see, to hit that like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. That lets YouTube know that you like my content and that other people with the same interests as you will like my content too. Thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, everyone.